This is Prim. She's a little female, little red female. Apricot red.
Hi. Hi. Again, just right in, right to me, right to say hi. Before I even move or talk, which most puppies won't, because if you're sitting there that still, they're like, that's weird, I don't know who you are.
But she's also very appeasing.
Yeah.
I've noticed that about her too. And now she would approach you, but it's head down, very like, yeah, I want that, but so.
Yeah. So is that her normal?
Mm-hmm.
Not just because it was me sitting there weird? That's good to know. Yeah, she's grunting a little bit. It's very cute. All the grunts, oh my goodness.
So like she's not shy.
Right.
It's just all that little fidgety, appeasing kind of
Yes.
stuff that's oozing out of her.
Which means she's probably just got a little tiny bit of social insecurity in there. So knowing that, what I would do is when she's young and impressionable, just be careful not to overwhelm her, because dogs like that tend to throw themselves into the deep end of the pool before they're really ready to swim. And if you're careful with her when she's young, during her critical socialization periods, then she'll gain a ton of confidence, most likely by the time she reaches adolescence or maturity, and that won't be a lifelong thing. She may always be a little appeasy, but she'll gain that confidence she needs. But I would, she a little intimidated there too, but she throws herself in. So that would be the thing I would watch with her, is with this puppy, and there's a shake off. So yeah, there's a little bit of stress. She's not afraid at all of the environment. I think she's just a little less inherently confident, which is fine. That's totally fine and normal. You just want to go a little slower. And since she does tend to hurl herself in, this is a puppy I would rein back and go, hey, wait a sec. Are you sure? Okay. And, I think we talk about this a lot in temperament testing. We have the two personality types, the doer and the thinker. Katniss, wasn't that Katniss that we just tested? Yeah. She is more of the thinker, so she's gonna have that hesitation built in for herself and make sure she's really ready before she does something. This puppy is the exact opposite. She's gonna throw herself in and then be like, oh, wait a sec. So we want to regulate for her. And it's not hard. You're just making sure she slows it down just a little when she's going into new situations and going to meet new people. Hi. And she gets over it super quick. So no fearfulness at all. It's just very normal, different person.
I mean, she's overall she's more out in the environment and interested in stuff than a lot of puppies.
Oh yeah, she's super outgoing. It's just normal differences in personality type and just how you want to help them grow up with the most skills. She's actually more outgoing than Katniss, even though Katniss was a little bit more confident. Yeah. So I totally think she can gain the confidence. It's just gonna take her just a little longer. She just needs kept from throwing herself over over what she's actually really prepared to handle. Because he says,
I think she's a little bit less smart, but I don't want to downplay. I don't want to say that she's stupid. She's just a little bit less intellectually.
Yeah, it's that thoughtfulness. She's not taking the time to think. She's just doing. And in other breeds, for example, you would see more puppies doing that than thinking. With poodles, it tends to be the opposite. But terriers, for example, which is another group that I've done a lot of work with, they tend to all have, I would be telling every puppy in the litter, okay, now you want to hold them back a little, now you want to hold them back a little, because they'll flat throw themselves literally off the cliff before they think about it, and on the way down be like, oh, maybe this wasn't a good idea. So even as adults, you have to rein them in a bit. So it's just a personality factor. It's not a problem or a weakness. It's just the orientation to the world.
Right, and what I was talking about really, Katniss is really she's intellectual puppy. Yeah. She needs that training, and she'll need somebody to work.
To use her brain.
That is her inherent need. Whether this puppy is more, I'm going to be happy just being with you, going on walks, doing things. Simple. Yeah, just simple. Yeah, not in a bad, bad way. Just not not intellectually advanced. Not an honor roll, gifted kid.
No, but more outgoing.
Yeah.
more the cheerleader type. Just,
yes.
Be
Yeah.
a social butterfly.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna use my brain as much. And I don't see that she's not. Well, it'll be interesting to see what she does with the cookie puzzle. But even just with her interaction with the environment, I don't see any lack of intelligence. It's just that using her brain is not where she goes to first. She's like, I'm too busy to stop and think. There's stuff to do. Like even that. She walked right into the thing, but it's because her brain was 6 steps ahead of her body. Like,
and she's perfectly visual. There's nothing wrong with the eyesight there. Yeah.
You can tell. The way she's tracking the toys, like that, there's nothing wrong with her. She's just not thinking. She says, I'm doing, and doing is fun. She's gonna be all about the fun. She is probably not gonna be very patient. I wouldn't say patience is one of her virtues. Again, same thing. What are you looking for? She says, someplace where I can climb and take this off. She smells where the cookies were. All right, you want to do that one? Yeah, so she's certainly not short on the nose. You could see it too there with that just little startle with the noise from opening the thing. She figured out how to nose this off easily enough. Oh, and she's also the only one who's thought to grab a whole mouthful and take it back 3 steps.
So okay, maybe she's on her own way intellectual.
Yeah.
Just self-serving.
She's very well, she's not thoughtful. She doesn't think it through. She acts before she thinks. And that was frustration because she can't get to it. And again, I don't think it's lack of intelligence to get to it. It's that she doesn't have that persistence to keep trying because she goes back to it. She's also the only puppy who's tried flipping it on its side and then really nosing the actual opening. And she did that between her paws. She's trying to do it again. She's doing that on purpose. She's the only puppy who's tried that method. So yeah, she's not dumb. It's just her orientation is different. I also like that she brought that back to me and was like, yo, person. Let's see what she does with this second time. Very nosy.
Yeah, I can hear her.
And see, that's what she's been trying to do with the toy the whole time. You guys, whoa! You guys all want my teeth. Now what? Now what? See, this is classic. She got herself up there, and now she's not sure what to do with this situation. That's what I mean. She acts before she thinks and doesn't think about what might be the outcome of this. She's a little ADHD too. Just not the longest attention span. But again, she's nobody's dummy. She just applies it very differently. She doesn't take the time to stop and think. It's not that she can't, it's just she has other stuff to do. Let's see what you think about this. Again, the smell is super sharp, but super light. Like I put very little on it, but it's going to be a really odd smell for her. She caught something. I really think she's tracking my tea. she's very nosy. So the one thing that gets and keeps her attention is scents. So if, again, nose work would be a great activity for this one, and I think it would help her develop a little bit more concentration and thoughtfulness. I think she would actually be pretty good at it once she learned to slow down and think about it. She might be a little slow starting because of her how fast her brain moves. But I mean, she's actively tracking things. So look at this. She's very, very physically confident. She's very interested in the smells. She's tracked my tea as I've moved it around. She's doing a lot of things that most puppies don't do. So yeah, she's no dummy. She just and she's not fearful at all. She's just got a little, lack of confidence isn't even really the right word for it. She's just a little less inherently confident in herself. It's actual self-confidence, not environmental confidence, not social confidence. It's self-confidence. It's just a little lower.
She's not self-assured.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. She's not self-assured, and so you wanna protect her from that becoming a lack of confidence via a bad experience if she puts herself in over her head, like I said, and she will, because she's trouble. She says, I want to do all the things. So, especially while she's young, like until she's like 5 months old, and then through the fear periods, through adolescence, anytime you notice her having a little dip in her confidence, I would just protect her from herself a little bit. Just moderate things for her, rein her back in a little, make her slow down just a little, so she has time to think about it. And
she found Millie.
She found Millie. And she's known she was there. That's like her 27th attempt to get to her. But again, that time she just goes right up and scratches on the crate. So
I'm kind of impressed with how long she has been holding onto that bowl and doing on different activities with it.
Yeah, she likes having things in her mouth too. And she's very focused on Millie. This is, like I said, this is about her 28th attempt. And she runs off and does other things, but she hasn't, like, her core goal here. Notice she hasn't forgotten.
Get there, yeah.
So, again, really, truly, she's the whole package too. She's got that environmental confidence. She's got the intelligence. She's got the manipulation. She's got all the things you would expect a poodle to have. She's shoving this ball in my hands. She's just her personality is different from, a little opposite of Katniss. She's just very fast. She's a fast puppy. And a lot of people like that better.
So what can we do to help her be more self-assured?
I would give her lots of confidence building stuff. So use her nose. Treat hiding games are always great. Make them easy for her at first because you want her to be successful. Help her solve puzzles with it. You can do box games and things like that. And just, I would say, like, with her, I think some basic training, not anything, really intensive, but just teaching her some commands, teaching her some tricks will help her slow down and think. And as she slows down and thinks, she's going to realize that she's got all she needs to cope with the world, and then her confidence is going to go up. And then, like I said, just modulating her experiences for her. So this one is going to head straight for the deep end of the swimming pool, whether or not she can swim, because she isn't thinking about the fact that she can't swim. She's just like, ooh, fun, water toys. And she's going to jump right in, and you don't want her to do that, because then she'll be afraid of water. So that would be where you see the situation, and you pull her back and point, okay, here's the shallow end. So, like, meeting new people, she's going to want to run right up to them and be all over them, and I would just hold her back for a second. Make her have the mental space to process even when she's not wanting to take it. And that's where obedience training will help you too. Just some mild stuff, things like a sit, things like a watch me, because you can slow her down and ask her for something that engages her brain before she does the active thing, and that'll give her that time. It brings her more into that thinking mode. So I would just really cultivate problem solving Little problems she can solve herself. Proprioceptive stuff. Proprioception is your understanding of your body. She's already great with it, but encourage that. Climbing on things, the more difficult things, the better with her, because she is very confident with it. Running through tunnels, playing games like that, and you can incorporate just some simple training with it. Like put it on cue, tell her to go tunnel, and then teach her to run through it. Just really simple. Teach her what jump on means, teach her what jump off means. Really simple things that she can do where she's using her nose and her physical body to solve problems and to be successful, and then encouraging her with that. So that's number one. Number two is do some basic, simple training with her. It doesn't matter what. A little bit of obedience I would recommend with her because it'll make life easier. Some tricks. And then I would say the third thing would be holding her back in those new situations so that she has time to think. And here she's meeting a new strange man. And again, we have no hesitation. Oh goodness! Now there's a little hesitation. She says, "I don't know this. That was weird. That was different. That was weird." Yeah, good girl. Good job.
Okay, can we finish through with the other things and then give Millie out?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't have the.
So like we need like 2 more minutes.
She's sleeping for the minute for this moment. Yeah, I just need to do a couple more activities with this one.
Count one.
Like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just gonna run back down there.
Oh.
Maybe a little bit longer.
No, it's just a second. Okay, we finished your test. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What was that? What was that? Okay, so I like that she wasn't so sure about that, but she stayed here and is looking when she's talking to me about it. What is that? What is that? And that was right after the stranger, so that's 2 kind of scary, stressful things back to back. So I like that she's taking a moment here. Good girl. So this is, I don't want to throw her in and overly encourage her to do that, but I'm gonna bring out something else that brings her confidence up. And gets her thinking about something else for a minute. Good job. Okay. Ah, okay. Yeah, and then she's completely fine with it. Good girl. Okay, let's try this one. This is the last one. The last scary thing. She says, oh, that's not scary, that's exciting. So this is what I'm talking about. We don't want her to run up to the umbrella, so I'm holding her back. Whoa. And I'm gonna hold her back for a second and then let her do whatever she wants to do. See how that slowed her approach down a little bit? Good girl. So she's not in the slightest scared of it. In fact, she thinks it's fun. But that's exactly the kind of thing I would expect from her. Just that, oh wow, before she actually, is certain that this is something she should in fact be running up on. So you just bring her back just a little. Good girl. You did good. And then if she gets scared of something, do like I did with the cookies and just distract her, redirect her. Okay. She'll be fine.